potential already within his periphery, within his movement elements, that actually needs more of the stability support to get to be improved in their use and their performance. Second, that means that as the active program of what we are doing, our focus is inviting you towards the switch, towards the stability elements, rather than trying to go through that more action, continuous action. And third thing is to say, well, you know what? He's been in this overdrive, in this over-engagement for a long period of time, for multiple years, so therefore it makes sense to expect that his body needs to rearrange and needs to engage in some sort of the healing process and in the process of structural transformation, which is going to make his entire action and his activity more energy efficient. Because otherwise, you see, this is, in terms of his movement, this is a big focus, right? You've got two types of cars. You've got the cars which burn a lot of fuel, right? But can make like fast acceleration for a short period of time, right? And you've got the cars with the low gas, with the low petrol consumption. You with me? So, today, in that sense, what we saw here, he is like a car that doesn't move much, but burns a lot of fuel. So far, you've been trying to make a Ferrari out of him. Not thinking about the cost of fuel, trying to squeeze it. So our message to you, it's not about miles or kilometers per hour, it's about getting maximum kilometers per liter of fuel. So getting his performance as efficient as possible, rather than as him covering as many kilometers or as many meters as possible. How old is he?
How old? 34.
34.
Straight.
So that's the bigger message. How to get this stability, and then of course, because, well, that's just something I want you to realize, right? Is that that you want to make his performance efficient, so that you wouldn't, because you see, even a child, a walking child at the age of, like in this or similar condition at the age of, say, 14, 15, already such a child, like measurement-wise, he spends 3 to 4 times more energy per movement than the healthy child. So which brings it into the overload, which brings it into the overdrive, which brings it into all these things. So he spends more to do things, and then he has less to recover, right? So because there is only so much energy that you can operate on per day. Understand it? You know, you need energy to move and you need energy to recover. Okay? So, if you spend more energy to move, you have less energy to recover.
So, what you suggest is then is to rest the rest of the day, you know, after he does the ABR exercise?
Because
They rest.
she goes to physical therapy after ABR for 2
Yeah,
hours a
yeah.
day. So what should she do there? That was her question before you came.
Well,
We
okay,
just tried this during the last few months. In the afternoon, because before he used to go only once a week or twice a week.
yes.
But we had the opportunity of somebody who wanted to walk with him, therapist, and we said, well, let's walk in the afternoon. But he was tired.
Of course. So my line is, right, is that this is it. You see, there are different, first of all, I would say, give him more time to rest in general. Second, is that this is where you've got some trouble, in the sense that, see, that's a difficulty of the organized life, right? Because by right, what you need to do, you need to say, okay, we're having some rest period, but then, for instance, we want to get some action. What does it mean? That means that if you bring him to a certain place, it's like 10 minutes of activity, 30 minutes of rest, right? Or something like this. And then you say, God, you know, I drive him there for 2 hours. Out of those 2 hours, he works, maybe he does something for half an hour, and then 1.5 hours he's doing nothing. Well, he might as well keep doing nothing at home, right? So, and that's the trouble. But in general, I would say, well, you know what? For this small period of time, let me give you some concrete details.
Because it takes from 9 o'clock in the morning to almost 12 to do the ABR.
Okay.
The recommend.
9 to 12, the ABR.
Approximately.
Okay, who does it?
A boy who helped me.
Okay,
He came last time.
okay, the helper. Okay, yes. Then,
Well,
Now-
then he eats lunch and then he rests and then we go to the other place.
okay, now, the question is, if our friend Gerardo is left to his own devices, what would he do? If you don't poke him and if you don't bug him.
Well, he will stay in bed. If he's now with somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
because before we came to ABR, he was spending the morning in the computer
Mm-hmm.
with somebody who, who was with him and he was playing or writing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But if I don't have anybody with him,
Mm-hmm.
he really does nothing.
Mm-hmm. So that works. Does nothing like nothing means.
Well, like in bed, or he goes on his chair, and the electric chair, he goes around, and, around the house, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, but does he, when
Well,
he
he's
goes,
able to go from the bed to the chair,
Mhm.
and he goes to the bathroom alone.
mm-hmm.
He can do it. And he likes to just to ride around the house.
He likes it.
Yeah, and the electric wheelchair.
Okay, and how does he do it? I mean, how does he do it? He stops, looks at something, or like gets any engagement or what? How does it work?
Well, then he gets like, ¿cómo se dice? Fijaciones. Fixation. Like and the library, he sticks with the book, and he goes, well, that book should be there. He asks for that book to be put on the top.
Okay, and
Center. And
then?
well, and if I don't do it,
Yes.
then he goes, it makes you crazy. Yeah, do it for me, do it for me.
Okay.
Yes, he doing at home. And in the computer, well, he's able to, well, to navigate the computer.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody, has to be there just to, well, to have.
Okay, but you see, again, if when he's left on his own, what would be...
Was on bed. I mean, he goes to sleep.
He goes to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And if he goes after going to sleep, when he would wake up? He would wake up at some point? If you left him alone, how many hours would he sleep?
And he could sleep a few hours, yeah.
A few minutes?
2 hours. And in the afternoon,
Yes.
in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he would wake
And
up?
then he wake up and then if he has the electric wheelchair close to the bed, he will go on the electric wheelchair.
And, okay, so for instance, he goes outside, does he watch, what are his interests in that sense? Okay, the book is one thing, but would he observe, I don't know, like the road outside, the cars, the people, or whatever? What's happening?
Well, he's in the house. I mean, he's in the house, going around the house.
So
Go
he-
out and in, go out and in.
So he loves doing this.
Yeah.
He loves going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
But does he stay in some, let's say for instance, he goes out, now he stays there for a while, then he comes in?
He goes around the patio.
Yes.
And comes in and goes around the house.
Mhm.
He's able to go from from the bedroom to the other bedroom and to the kitchen and then goes out again and comes in.
So he likes that.
Yeah.
That's what he likes.
Yeah.
So, if I understand you correctly, that means that if we trusted his own, let's call it instincts, that means that after lunch he would have 2-3 hours of sleep, and then after waking up he would have got himself into this
Rising
power wheelchair, and he would be doing that. He's driving around the house. But he would do it with your engagement or without your engagement?
without me.
Without you. So he wouldn't be besides